politics. But one of the things I've noticed is like somewhere along the line, the conservative values in the last 3 years were a little bit changing, especially with Aaron O'Toole, where it was more of a centrist kind of approach as opposed to a traditional conservative view. And this, and I'm gonna full disclose because I'm an honest person. I tell it like in this last federal election was the first time I actually didn't vote conservative. I didn't vote NDP or liberal because I'm not crazy, but I actually went with Maxime Bernier, uh, particularly for one reason, not because I generally believed in all the policies that they wanted to institute, but because of during the turbulence that we experienced in the last 2.5 years, it seemed like he was one of the only people standing up for, um, you know, against a lot of the stuff, the mandates, all that kind of the lockdowns, and he was very vocal about it. He put himself out there. Same with Roman Baber, who's also a candidate for the leadership. So that was the first time I did it, and it kind of hurt my heart because I do, but it was the first time I really didn't see the direction that the Conservative Party was heading into. Do you see that now with this new leadership race going on, and that we can restore that voting faithful back over? Because I would love to, but I have some,
Yeah, look,
reservations.
I think it's much bigger than that. I first of all, yes, I do think the leadership race provides an opportunity for conservatives to not to reimagine who conservatives are, but to start to talk about the vision and what we'll bring to this country that is drastically different than what we're getting now. Because I think the country is directionally in the wrong place. I
Yeah,
think we both agree
yeah,
on that, and to put a solid alternative forward about how we are going to govern this country in a better way, to be more competitive, to be more visionary, to be the place where people want to come and live in freedom and liberty, and work hard and get ahead and do all of those things.
yeah.
But I think the world's changed a lot more in the last 2 years than it has even in the last 10.
Yeah,
Uh,
100%.
right?
There's more. Like, I mean, traditionally before COVID, this podcast would be done in person. I just find it's a lot easier to do it like this for everybody. But like everything used to be done in person. Now, like, I mean, let's talk about. We'll go back to what you're saying in a second. But like, for example, the parliament, like, guys are fucking taking a shit. Excuse my language. They're taking a shit on camera, right?
Yeah,
That
look, I just it is the decline of democracy, of transparency, of ability to hold a government account, which is one of the things that a democracy is supposed to be about.
yeah,
I think virtual parliament. I've argued against it from the second that I had to participate in it, and I generally don't
yeah,
because I think it's such nonsense for you to stay up in your office and not answer the question for question period, at least for that hour a day. You have the most powerful people in front of you in the country,
yeah,
and they're supposed to answer questions about why they made the decisions that they made to affect people. And the fact that they don't have to come downstairs, or they could take it from their living rooms. And I get it, if you've got COVID, you can take your 5 days or 10 days or
yeah.
whatever it is. But come to work. You
But
signed up
yeah,
for this.
yeah. If you're not sick.